picture with the scene that's legit. Teaching you the trick so you can just push print. Now let me ask, are you down with JPP? I'm down on JPP. Welcome to the world where the makers groove. 3D prints and CNC will make it moves with tips and tricks. I'm the teacher you need, helping you calibrate and level with speed. From upgrades to tuning, I got your back. Dial in your machine, keep it right on track. It's about the flow, the prints that shine. Just push print and you'll blow their minds. Are you down with JPP? I'm down with JPP. We're building the world with creativity. I'm down with JPP. Just push, print, and set it free. I'm down with JPP. Now let me break it down, keep it easy and clean. Fine tuning your build, it's the maker's dream. From filament jams to CNC flare, I'll show you how to master it. Anywhere, got a squeaky Z-axis? Let me show you the way. Smooth it out so your prints can slay. Design upgrades, yeah, keep it cool. Turn your setup into a powerful tool. Acting energetic, are you down with JPP? I'm down with JPP. I'm down with JPP. We're building the world with creativity. I'm down with JPP. Just push, print, and set it free. I'm down with JPP. Yo, you wanna make it shine? I wanna make it shine. Calibrate that bed, keep your layers fine. Keep the layers fine. Upgrade that nozzle, adjust that flow. With JPP, your prints will glow. Now picture this, you're stuck at the start. Your prints are a mess and it's breaking your heart. But JPP rolls in with the plans you need, teaching you the tricks so you can succeed. Step by step, we're taking it higher, building like pros with that make a fire. From calibration to perfection's break, you'll be crushing the game with just push print. Are you down with JPP? I'm down with JPP. We're building the world with creativity. I'm down with JPP. Just push, print, and set it free. I'm down with JPP. So from Filament to that CNC, with JPP. It's as easy as can be. It's as easy as can be. Are you down with JPP? I'm down with JPP. Let's make it happen, set it free.
How y'all doing? We're doing a show a little bit early tonight because we got game night later, but this is a makeup for the stream I was going to do yesterday so that Melissa can be here.
Yeah, I was off today, so he decided to do today so I could try to help him.
So we're going to try our attempt at, I'll go ahead and do unboxing the stuff and showing it to the overhead camera, and she's going to try to handle the chat and stuff. And seeing quite a few folks out there, that's some of our usuals, Maker Mindset, Rick, and 3D Medic Vince, and Kegel, and Nick. It's good to see y'all. You can add the sky camera.
How do you make that big and this little?
Do this one. And nope, doesn't way.
Which?
That way.
That
Left. One? Yep, there. And then click that and pull it over. And then there. Yeah. And Rick Cisco says hi. And Nick says hi, JPP and Melissa.
Yep, I see.
So yeah, I'm going to start with this one. This is the package we got from Lee Marie 3D. I was hoping that Keela might pop in. But we're going to open this one first because it has a little bit less and smaller box than the actual Prusa kit that's over off camera here from Fabrico. This should have parts for the Reaper toolhead that we're doing on the Proosa XY build.
So how's everyone doing tonight?
We don't need no paper.
Striker, find it.
Oh, your parts for your Death Racer that was their extra parts. This is some of the extra parts from the Death Racer Jeremy and Keela did, so Melissa has starting parts to do her a Death Racer.
I didn't know I was doing one.
And cat ear tool heads.
Down. Captain Kern makes his own.
So I guess that means you're gonna have to do a tool changer on your Mercury one of the his and hers build. Captain Kern's out there. How's it going? What is it? Where you are now?
I noticed. He's like, yeah. I said, I didn't know I was doing a death wrestling thing until now.
Until now.
Now I know.
There's a third cat ear. Set these aside for just a minute. We'll do them in a little bit. Then this is some sleeving and PTFE tube for the umbilical for the tool head, and a Nighthawk 36 tool board. We'll set them aside for now. Melissa gets a sucker. And then fourth tool head. So there's 4 covers for tool heads.
How many is it supposed to be? 4 or 5? 4.
I don't know if this one's going to show very well with the lighting. That's a Lee Marie 3D maker chip with a hologram cover. But yep, I only see 4. The second sucker.
Bagel said death razors are fun to build.
And this is KVP. Where's the name of the color? Oh no, it don't say the name of the color of this one, but it's a really, really bright orange ABS from KVP. And then there's a light blue of the KVP ABS. And then some neon, some kind of a neon green ABS that's pretty bright as well. And some neon yellow ABS. All from KVP.
What are you going to use those for?
What do you want to use them for?
My printer don't print ABS.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I need PLA.
And then there's quite a few well, that's not stickers, that's magnets that are sticking to that bed sheet. So there's some West 3D Berserker magnets and sticker of that. Sticker of the same dude. And the infamous Lee Marie 3D, that's not a spin sticker.
You finally got one.
And then Lee Marie sticker. And I'm not sure what this is, but people will probably tell me that I'm crazy if you recognize what that is.
Not the way it goes.
I'm assuming it says peel here is facing that direction. And everybody likes some Ambrosia stickers. I think that's an E3D sticker, maybe. in here is more of the nada spin. So you got one. And these are little bitty, like what looks like transparent type Ambrosia stickers. And then a big West 3D sticker, of course. And a spare bed sheet PEI for using on the SVO8. And then we can get rid of this box out of the way.
Are you gonna open the other box?
Yep, because that was next to nothing, and nobody really cares about that. They came wanting to find out about the other
This is
stuff.
a pretty color blue though. Was that the one of the Polymaker or
I think so.
Galactic?
And the box has more than just the Nighthawk. It's got the fans and quite a few other things in here for actually completing the tool head. It's not just the tool board. Lee Marie 3D was kind enough to sponsor all that parts to go with the printed parts to do the Reaper tool head on this Proosa XY build. Is anybody chatting things?
Nope.
And these will go over in the end of the stream, so just kind of forget about that for right now.
You need a razor blade.
Yep.
That.
And this is the actual Prusa XY kit from Fabrico that they sponsored and sent over for us. That's the main thing that we're going over tonight. Tonight we're not actually putting stuff together because again this is just kind of short for the part one because we got game night tonight as well. We're gonna kind of go through what comes in the Fabrico kit, and then I'll go over the printed parts I did. If you don't mind, go get that bag of them purple parts. And then the actual part two, which is going to be next week. I probably won't wait all the way until Friday. I might do it on Tuesday. We'll be starting to put the actual frame together. Because again, Melissa will be here to help me keep an eye on things and keep track of stuff. Because there's no actual build guide or manual for the Prusa XY right now. You have to go off of the CAD and stuff, and some of the other people that's built them's done like a build log, but there's not an actual manual.
Where are they at? In a box or something? Or?
They should have been in that thing. 1 minute, have to find something that's missing. You can go talk to them.
Hey, Rob C., how are you doing tonight? So he's having to go find his parts of printed Prusa parts that he did. He told me to go find them, and I had no idea where they was at.
When you was trying to tidy up, you tidied up them and hide it in the corner.
Oh. Well, he found them. How are you tonight, Project in Dad's garage?
I see Rob C out there. Good to see you, bro. I need to probably take the filaments and put them.
That's
off
a
the
good
table.
question, Stephen Machado.
What do you say?
So why exactly should I have to keep track of your toys? Apparently, he said I put them somewhere, but
That
I
was
don't
in
know.
that cabinet when you put all the boxes, just that.
well, they was all scattered all over the place, and I did put them in one bag. So right now he's opening a box from Fabrica that had the Prusa, what was it?
XY.
kit.
There's one thing here. This is not part of the official Fabrico kit. This is another thing that technically was sponsored by Lee Marie 3D because a gift card that I won from them is what bought this. This is the hot end that I was going to do on the Reaper for this, but now it's going towards the SV08 tool changer. This is one of the Fadis Next G fiber hot end.
Kegel said if I'm anything like his wife, they could be anywhere. So she likes to pick them up and not let him know where she put them.
That was kind of almost what happened.
I was cleaning up.
So then everything else in here should be what all comes with the kit from Fabrico. That's all just paper. So, okay, this is what comes in the kit from Fabrico, this box.
I could have just sent that box and not even do it.
Well, they had to send this, so I guess they sent big box for that and this. This is Hector. I'm not sure what all that means, but it says number 9.
So it's good to have you, Project in Dad's garage. Hope you can get some sleep.
But yeah,
Shrimp
Proosa
powder's
XY
on.
kit.
Martine.
What's up? Kind of a bit of a boring thing, but at least it's something that y'all can just like watch or chill while you're getting home from work or listen to while you're headed home from work.
So we was going to do our stream earlier today, like around lunchtime, but he had a couple people that messaged and said they was unavailable and wasn't going to be able to watch. And I got busy cutting grass and kind of lost track of time as well. So that didn't help any. So we ended up deciding to put our stream off a little bit until now. I'm hoping that more people would be able to be off work or something and be able to get on for a little bit.
This is pretty well
What is that, gold?
packed up. This is well, yes, it's a gold looking. These are the DIN rails. A couple different sets and colors of them.
Your camera's way over here.
Oh, well, I can do it this way then. I'll do this. Go. Quit getting stuck. There. We'll go like that. There. Now it's more.
And then you got the floor.
Well,
Oh, you're trash.
fine. There. Now it's. There you go. Y'all just deal with it. Turn sideways. But yep, we got DIN rails. Set these aside. Or you want to just set these in that other box while I move them out?
I threw that other box.
Well, don't throw the other box. This is a box that's got a bunch of the
Kegel said he just got to work.
corner brackets and pulleys and belts and all of that stuff, all in a nice container. Keep them nice and organized. We'll just leave that in here for now. And then this is a big old blower fan. we'll leave in here too, because this is all, like I said, nice and organized until I get them. I can't lay it out on this table right now and leave it, because then Stryker would end up doing something. So we're
Cat would
just,
have a good time with some of these parts.
these is
We
the
never find them.
bearings for the rods for the X and Y, the gantry stuff. We got our motor cables that already have connectors done on them. On that one, these ones have the bare wire to do the ends, but it's not like some things where it's like tinned or whatever you call it. You can put ferrules on it. It's the bare wire. This is the extruder, orbiter, I think, which I'll post a link in the description when it goes to the like video on demand replay part or whatever. A link to the Fabrico page for the kit where it'll actually list everything that comes in it and when they're back in stock. I think they're supposed to be getting some more really, really soon. And then you have the Z motor that has the screw integrated, and then you get some extra rails. Is it showing on the camera?
Yeah.
And then anybody that's gotten a Fabrico kit before, like the Mercury or any of the Voron stuff, they give you this nice, neat, organized case with all your screws and hardware labeled in their own little bags and section to help keep things nice and organized. There's all that stuff. Where's them?
What is that?
This, I think, yeah, this is 2 new steppers for your AB or something for the gantry, the X and the Y, and they're just packed up in the foam still. But that is pretty easy to go through and nice and tidy for when I do lay it out here on the table and start building. There should be another box, unless there's a box under this. Yeah, there is. That's it. I was fixing to say. The extrusions. Is that the end of this box? There should be. Yeah, duh. They're wrapped up right here. This right here is the extrusions to do the frame.
You never took that out.
No, ignore me being a dummy pro streamer stuff, whatever. But so that's all your Prusa XY in the bundle to take.
There's no instructions on how to put those together.
Not right now, but what I was saying, that's everything to take. Go grab that printer off of the floor in this dramatic pause. The blue purple printer. Go grab.
The what?
The one that's by the chair. Uh-huh.
This is a big printer.
Uh-huh. To turn this into a updated Core XY printer that has more recent electronics and stuff as well.
Stephen Machado said he took his Mk3S to an Mk4S.
How are you liking that conversion, Steve? And this is going to go from being the blue to Ambrosia Midnight Meteorite Galactic ASA is what all the parts are done. And there's Black and yellow is the accent colors. You can put us big.
He said it runs like a scolded dog.
There you go. But black and yellow are the accent colors. Just switch them. There you go. Black and yellow are the accent colors, along with Midnight Meteorite Purple, because it is going to be a Darkwing Duck themed printer. So all the hullabaloo and all that stuff, whatever, was all just building up. Just say that.
Darkwing Duck.
And anybody that happened to see the, you can actually tell this thing to remove. Anybody that's seen, and then just click the, yeah, there you go. Anybody that's seen our short earlier, this is one of the printers, or this is the printer that we printed. This is the mini bamboo ornament that is a print in place, movable bed and movable print head that was made by our friend That Guy Makes, that is usually with us in the chat or on screen on the game nights.
That's all it does, that moves.
Yeah, that goes side to side and the bed goes front and back. And that is printed in Polymaker Starlight Neptune. Yeah, Starlight Neptune.
That color don't show good.
But yeah, the color doesn't really show that good on camera. I will put the link to that. I'm going to actually post it in a short after this, but before tonight's game night, it'll be showing the print, and I'll have a link to his printables page for the model and tagging That Guy Makes. But if on the Chitty X+3, I updated it to a firmware thing that's called Freedy, which basically gives you full mainline clipper, able to update through fluid and all of that stuff, and still be able to use the stock Chitty screen, because they have some funky stuff with their touch screen that if you just strictly go to mainline clipper, you have to get like a Raspberry Pi screen or a BTT pad or something else, because the regular screen won't talk to clipper, but it does with the Freedy software. And the mini printer ornament was basically the test print I did to make sure that it was good to go, and came right off. And actually when I pulled it off, the bed immediately started sliding, so it wasn't locked up at all. I did have to move the print head a little bit to free it up after it first printed, but even that, like with that, it's good and moves no problem. So all the tolerances and all that stuff's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then one of the other prints that was in that short that we did is glow-in-the-dark alien. That is the filament is Airy One, I think is what it's called. But it's a 4-pack of glow-in-the-dark 250-gram rolls that she won from 3D&T a couple months back. And that's the Anycubic Flexi Factory collab Flexi Alien model that they did.
Dark background.
Which one a tip for that and anything with a clear translucent type color to it, which we didn't do because I learned the hard way and all that and forgot. But I don't know if it shows on the camera, but it shows very easily in person. This only had, I think, 3 walls, so you can clearly see the grid infill through it, so it makes it look kind of like he's like a cyborg alien.
Focus on it to where you can see it. So, chocolate prints coming good. We've printed some stuff with white chocolate, used the whole core of it, had a few fails, of course, which I said extra chocolate to eat. I was actually planning on today when we got through doing this to try to start doing the milk chocolate and see how those cores work out temperature wise. I'm still having to play around because each chocolate apparently has different temperatures you have to heat it up to, and if it's not to the correct temperature, it does not print well, as some of y'all seen on one of the live streams that we did.
The white chocolate is supposed to be a little bit colder than the others, so it got a little bit too hot.
But
a little melty.
So we was planning on, or I was planning on trying to do some of the milk chocolate today and try to actually do the whole thing of the milk chocolate. And that guy makes, this was his, wasn't it? I don't know if you was here where you saw he printed your little printer ornament. And all of it slides on its own.
You don't got to yell at us though, bro. All caps.
He wanted you to know he was here.
I know, I'm just picking at him. And if there's not anything
He
else,
said he saw it on the video today.
there you go.
But this is the final print, though, of it.
If there's not anything else that you want to add on this quick little thing, we'll show the last thing that was in the package and then remind everybody about game night.
Can we show what game we're going to do tonight?
Yeah,
not yet?
you want to show the game? You want to? Dave already teased it on his. Keela already showed it
So we
on
can
her
show it
Twitch,
since
so
we-
you can show it.
Since we do it.
Yeah, since we do it. We haven't
do
tried that yet, Kegel. This is what he said. Kegel said, "Can you remelt the chocolate back into a tube and try again?" For people that's listening later for audio only. We have not tried that yet, but we are going to be trying that amongst some other stuff. Like we had mentioned in our part 1 Cocoa Press video, we are going to be doing some experimenting things, trying to test some of our own printing stuff instead of just their cores, and seeing about remelting stuff and just experimenting.
Infills in some of them.
Mm-hmm. Got a few different things in mind, like marshmallows, peanut butter stuff, all different kinds of stuff. I have my sisters and mom was always big on cookies and confectionaries, so
That guy makes says you could just eat it.
well,
But yeah, you could, and we have.
I guess
But
he
if you
means
could-
he wants you to try to print this in chocolate.
What? I don't know.
Oh no, that might not do.
Movable stuff don't do too good in chocolate, though. Articulating things.
Yeah, click on Steven's comment and read it.
Well, experimenting and failures never taste so good.
Uh-huh. And that guy makes it, do it. Oh, I'm sorry. You
He said
handle
just print
them.
it
I'll
full
get what you wanted.
size.
What you asked about.
What did I ask about?
You
I
forgot
forgot.
what you asked about?
Oh, the game for tonight. Yeah, if any of y'all don't know, we always do a game night every Friday night. We get us and a couple other the 3D printing couples or people to join us, and we just kind of hang out and have fun, just to kind of get away from the everyday stuff and do something different. We have been kind of doing the same games lately. We're
You
trying
can
to.
turn this camera back on if you want.
I can do it right here.
Or you can just do that. It's up to you. I'll shut up.
We're just trying to think of a new game or something we could do, which the game we found is more of a card game, but we're going to try to do it to where, we get like different people on at the same time to where we can somehow make it work. But I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen this card game or not. So That's What She Said game. So we're going to try to play this tonight and see how it goes. The audience might not be able to actually playing it, but actually getting to hear and some of the things that come up, is actually hilarious, and things that you probably wouldn't think of. But
I've got a rule list that we'll go over at the start of game night tonight of our version of a modified rules for playing it on stream, since it's meant to be like in person and all of that kind of stuff, with a couple of added twists and stuff to make it engaging for the audience. So there is going to be some stuff that the audience can do to like have an impact on the game.
Right, Clown Hammer on now.
And I don't know if you've seen this, but Maker Mindset Rick said,
I read it.
Said, I appreciate it when people read the questions or comments before replying. A lot of the time I watch the videos in air quotes while designing or doing my own projects. So thanks.
They got to play their tag game.
They gotta do their tags and stuff. So yes, this game, that's what she said, which by the way, this, it says in the corner, new edition. This is the second version of this game they came out with. We had the first version a while back and played it with a bunch of our friends when we'd have like
this is kind of
hangouts in person.
Kind of like a spin-off of the Cards Against Humanity.
It is literally a spin-off of Cards Against Humanity, and it's the same company behind that makes Cards Against Humanity makes That's What She Said, and there's another game that I don't remember the name of, but it's all that same. The same people behind that is behind all these other games too. Any questions or whatever? We're gonna like I said, keep this stream a little bit short and stuff, and just check back with us on game night, of course. Yeah, well, I am gonna show you. That's why I'm making sure there's nothing else before. That's gonna be the last thing I do before we end it.
I'm gonna get one where you can see it.
That'll work.
Okay.
So you ready?
Yep.
All right, I'll let you do.
What am I doing?
You Okay, well, for anybody that seen it in the package, this also came from Lee Marie. Keela made these for us to bring to Remurf, and it's the Just Push Print Maker Chip.
It's got too much of a holograph on it. There it goes.
That actually shows pretty good on the camera.
That guy Make says he has a question. What's your question? So this was printed face down?
Yep. And I think Dave with 3D&T Printing said he's going to print us a few more, so we'll have a decent little amount to give out at Rocky Mountain.
Right now, none of our printers are set up to do multicolor, so it's kind of hard for us to print the chips. Is it called chips?
Yes, it is a maker chip, not a maker coin. A chip, maker chip. Well, if you wasn't late to the show, TGM, he said, where can folks get the 3D printer model? I had just mentioned before you got on here that I'm going to do a dedicated short to your ornament and give a shout out to you and the link to the printables page and post the pictures of the make, so you have another make on your printables page for your model. He says he's still, Clownhammer says he's still fighting his. And no problem, TGM. Like I said, this stream was meant more for the unboxing and all of that stuff. And like I said, I was already going to be doing that since we printed it. So not going to worry about throwing it in the chat here when we'll post it up on the actual video of just your little baby printer. Printed on a printer of another printer.
Did that one show on the other?
It didn't show on the other. You can try and see if it'll show up on this one.
Right.
And that's Lee Marie 3D. I think one of their limited edition older ones.
Look at how like that looks like Lou Marie. Looks like LU.
Clownhammer said it's his maker chips is what he's fighting. And Kegel says, get here on time, TGM. And then giving another shout out to Maker Mindset. But yeah, we're coming up on just over 30 minutes. And like I said, we wasn't going to make this one too long. So we'll start wrapping it up. But make sure that y'all check back this evening. It's already scheduled. So you can click the little button so you get a reminder.
3 hours?
Yeah. Huh?
3 hours? 8?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
3 hours.
I'll double check. But I'm pretty sure.
So in a few hours, we'll be back live again. Getting ready to do our game night.
Yeah, it don't show when you click on it like this. But yes, I'm pretty sure I have it set for 8 p.m. Central
time.
9 p.m. Eastern. But it's on the channel. Just go click on it. Most of y'all are already subscribed, so y'all ought to have it in y'all's feeds, of course. And I guess on that note, make sure y'all do check us out on game night, because like Melissa said, we're going to have the new That's What She Said game, and we might have some more stuff with the Cocoa Press. And until next time, y'all be good.
Y'all have a good evening.
And then you got to hit end.
Like I know.